serving beer to people. They're putting the bosses to work. So if you want me to serve you some beer, come on up. I will also be serving wine. So, there you go. But really, what we're super proud and excited about is the fact that 2 Philadelphians will be giving talks at the Nerd Nite Global Fest. That's right, we have had a plethora of outstanding speakers. This is Nerd Nite 28, which means that we've got something like 84 speakers already after tonight. But 2 of the speakers that we've had in the past, Rocky Parker, who's here tonight. Rocky, would you raise your hand? There he is. Some of you may remember Rocky for his incredible demonstration of garter snake sex right here on the floor of Frankfurt Hall. He knows an awful lot about pheromones and garter snakes and mating, but he can also sing the hell out of Bohemian Rhapsody, so he's a good guy to know. The other person we're sending up from Philly is Trevor McElroy. He's a really cool guy. He's a tour guide here in Philadelphia, and he gave this super talk about our former First Lady, Dolly Madison, who you probably all remember from like peanut specials, like she loved ice cream or something. They always had those ads. Anyway, Dolly Madison's intense love for ice cream led to the development of refrigeration techniques related to like having enormous blocks of ice, which led to the ability to brew lagers in Revolutionary era America. So Dolly Madison is really responsible for the growth of beer drinking in colonial times. So that's cool. And then finally, I'd like to point out that in the absolute spirit of Nerd Nite, there are many activities that are going on through the festival. There's a games room, for example, running the entire festival. But one of the things that I'm particularly excited about is there's going to be a dry t-shirt contest at the Global Fest. So, if you have an especially nerdy t-shirt and are attending the Global Fest, I highly encourage you to enter the dry t-shirt contest. And it's going to be judged by people that are, sort of nerdily famous, like people that are the producers of Radiolab, which some of you may listen to. It's a great show. Okay, third announcement. We were nominated for a Philly Geek Award, which is really exciting. Thank you for anyone that wrote us a nomination. We're pleased as punch. And there are so many great nominees for the Geek Awards. And in particular, I want to acknowledge some people that are Nerd Nite alumni that are also nominated. Stephanie Uhas, who gave a talk last week about her film projects. Matt Akana is nominated for Geek of the Year. And then Kimberly Lee Moran, who's a forensic scientist, is nominated for Scientist of the Year. So it's so great that we've had so many local luminaries talk at Nerd Nite. We're so happy. So that's August 17th. That also is the same weekend as the Global Fest. So there's going to be a lot of back and forth travel for somebody. Anyway. Okay. Finally, the main event, tonight's talks. So we have 3 great talks tonight. One of them is from another Nerd Nite alumnus, Thomas Dixon, who's going to give you an update on his life, living with a digital memory. Second, we're going to hear from Samuel Bledsoe, who's a mushroom expert, who's going to be talking about the industrial uses of fungus. And then finally, you may have noticed a woman in a very fetching getup. She's going to talk about the psychology of a cosplayer. And then, last but not least, in between the first talk and the second talk and the second and third talks, we're going to have chip tunes by Krista Pugh, who's also known as Storm Blooper. So look out for that. Also, you may notice some synergy between Chris's t-shirt and Joe's outfit. So, yes, great. Okay. So, I'm going to introduce Thomas.
Okay, Thomas!
He's the man waving his hand madly. All right, he's back. Thomas Dixon returns to Nerd Nite with this talk that he's just going to tell you. It's been a year since he gave his previous talk. And in the meantime, he's gone on to all kinds of wonderful things. He's getting a master's degree in education at Master's of Education program in Educational Psychology at Temple. over halfway done. He's been resuming New Year's Eve trips all over the world. He was just in Amsterdam, and I believe he's going to be showing you some travel memorabilia tonight. He joined an archaeological survey team in Belize for the excavation of Mayan ruins for 2 weeks this past month. And yeah, that's all really great, but it's even more exciting that he's here at Nerd Nite. And I think it's been decided that I'm going to be Thomas's slide monkey. Is that right? I'm going to be your slide monkey? Okay, I'll be the slide monkey.